Greetings, and welcome to the official live stream of BlerdCon 2025, brought to you by Blerd Station. My name is Demetrius Holt, and I am the community partner here at Blerd Station.
We want to support our independent artists.
I'm happy to be here at BlerdCon, helping co-sponsor with Blerd Station.
Shout out to Blerd Station for providing the platform.
We appreciate the opportunity to promote it.
Shout out to him and Blerd Station for even making all this possible for us to go live.
Ain't nothing like your own folks supporting you.
Right.
Hey, we're at the Blerd Station panel.
I really want to thank Blerd Station for giving American Media the opportunity to be part of this broadcast.
Shout out to Demetrius, the good folks over at Blerd Station. Love your guys' channel, love what you're doing, and thank you for having me on.
You see how you guys glowed from that conversation?
What you're witnessing today is not just another live stream, but an expertly produced event by a dedicated press team capturing the very essence of the BlerdCon experience.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
For anything black,
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Demetrius Holt, and I am also known as Hellspawn Cosplay.
They predicted the future more than Simpsons in the last decade.
I meant what I said, bro. I meant what I said.
Right here. Say Blerd Station crew, y'all.
I can smell.
Created the black version, then I owe him everything.
This is Chris Fury. This is Lady Mandalore. We're here with Ahmed Best.
But the tone of it is really what we found.
Blerd Station?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Apologies, sir. I wasn't really familiar with the game.
What? Yeah.
This is your favorite CEO, Miss Flo, and I'm here with the new legendary Orlando Jones.
Take time to express our sincere thanks and gratitude to each and every one of our sponsors who put in on this production.
Studio Moyo has officially joined Blerd Station as a strategic partner.
You'll also get an inside look at exciting projects by our esteemed sponsors, alongside original content produced in-house at Blerd Station. I'm the creator of Issue 1, an original series by Blerd Station. Whether you're looking to elevate your event or enhance your audience engagement, Blerd Station is here to help see your vision come to reality.
Oh, that's fire.
If you or someone you know is interested in partnering with Blerd Station, whether it's hosting a live stream or investing in our growing platform or sponsoring future broadcasts, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. You can go to blerdstation.com and hit contact and hit us up directly. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can keep up with all the information and content that we're bringing you. Help us spread the word. Thank you again for your continued support, and stay tuned for more incredible moments ahead.
Blerd's Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blerd's Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented Blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 Blerd mystery box company.
appreciate the great nerdcore rap god. Got into a dual fate and I just pulled a trap card. Third-rate rappers with a fourth-rate catalog. Destined for the shadow realm, y'all should never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice type. Master with the force, peep the context in my sentence, right? Phantom like the Sith is, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the menace, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis Knight. Sweet to drive, hot-headed, rhymes are surely cold. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. So I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, bout to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. When this will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backward. Who be the leaders of discussion when a topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis, viewership is mad nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it, that's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted jewels you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews on Anne Rice. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, the pen is made a best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or Death Star. So far removed from the drama, we don't know this harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define now, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. I'm Mary band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blur's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
Hey everybody, back with another episode, the Thursday night edition of Blur's Eye View. I'm your host and captain and man on the wall, Chris Fury. Thank you for tuning in. And to all of our friends and comrades and people who are just visiting, thank you. Show your love on the YouTube channel. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell to get latest reviews, news, interviews, and what have you. We are live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Twitch. And we can also be found on Always Press Record through your Roku device and Amazon Fire devices. That's APR TV. Thank you to Trey Lawson for APR TV. And you can also listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and have you. Leave a nice review. Tell them where you can find us and tell a friend to tell a friend. And donations are helpful. Keeps the ship afloat and keeps things going. So we are here tonight to talk about a couple of things. And here to join us is my very own second in command, Lady Mandalore. Here she is.
Hi.
What's going on?
Hi everybody. How are you doing this evening?
I can only fix it once someone's here. I hate that.
Hello. Yeah, man, it's great. Yeah. How you been? How you doing? What are
I don't know. It's
I didn't get to see the last couple episodes of Andor, so.
Oh, you're not alone. You're not alone. Like before I knew it, I'm like, wait, I was supposed to do some catching up to do, and I know what happened. I literally sat in the bed, and next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. I woke up, and I'm like, oh, let me take my glasses off and go back to sleep. And then I woke up to get over for work, and I'm like, where is my phone? Oh, I didn't plug anything up. I didn't watch anything.
There was no way. Y'all asking me to watch. Is it an hour? Each one's an hour. You asking me to stay up for 3 additional hours after I get home from work? Look, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta do my laundry. I gotta wash my hair. I gotta wash myself. Like I feed my cat, medicate my cat.
It's a handful. I don't know why they said. I don't know why they said let's go ahead and release 4 episodes or 3 episodes a week. Like that's a bit much.
Relax. Like, what are y'all don't have nothing coming up after this. Y'all have nothing coming up after this. What was the reason?
Thunderbolts is already out, so I don't know what you're trying to beat.
And it's streaming. Y'all don't have anything. There's nothing else on. There's nothing else on for me to watch on Disney. I mean, I don't have kids. What about the people that, have disposable income?
Yeah, we could use them.
I can take my money back every once in a while. Y'all need to learn to spread this out. I'm just saying, help me to help you.
It's almost become my Friday night watch.
It has to for this particular season. You can't.
Yeah, because I'm engaged. Don't get me wrong, I'm engaged, but it's 3 hours of engagement that I need necessary.
I'm real talk, no cap. I need to watch episodes 5 and 6 because I know I fell asleep after 4. So now I got 6 hours I gotta watch, or 5 and some change.
Oh no, man!
So now what?
And we're adults. We have to adult.
I have to.
It's not easy.
Why? I'm not falling asleep to you. I want to be entertained over a longer course of time.
Oh, that's interesting to know. I know these names have been getting tossed around lately. Deadline reporting the Thunderbolts director is going to direct the MCU X-Men.
Yeah.
I want to see how they play out. I want to see how this plays out. Like I said, names are being thrown around, and that's the latest name I've heard was that director's name being thrown around.
I'm not allowed to say.
Wait, yeah. We spoke earlier, and I was just like, do it, and you were like, I can't, and I'm like, but you thought about it.
I will say, lovely human, and upon further research, I really wish he was doing that job. I really wish, because he did an episode of Lovecraft Country. I did not realize that he did the first episode. He did the first episode.
All the more reason. I don't get it. Spartan.
Time.
He's back in the Spartan's in the back of the ship.
Hi.
We didn't do it. I swear to God. Engines is running.
For we got kids, ma'am. I give up on sleep.
That I'm sorry that you've made that life decision.
You also have cats, and again, I don't understand how you keep furballs. But anyway,
he's adorable. I love him.
Cats are evil, vindictive little. Anyway, how y'all doing?
They can be. You know that, lady. They can be.
They're good. They're good judges of character.
I'm not going to argue that one. I'm not going to.
Are they? Scratch cat claws. Automatic claws are great character. Man, I just don't like cats. Cats don't like me, and I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't hate cats. I'm just not. My cousins had cats, and they would purposely put their cat on my back, and I hated it because they're like, "Oh no, he's not gonna run." I'm like, "Yeah, he's gonna hang on to my shirt. I don't want that."
You have an animal on my body. I don't.
That part.
Absolutely, God, like fucking relax.
I don't trust cats because cats
for everybody.
Cats will look you dead in the eye and knock something over.
I don't. No.
Yes, cats will look you dead in the eye and knock something over, and then be like, what?
This little nigga,
right? Yeah. Go ahead.
In my face, he's sitting on my little trunk thing. I got a Batman cup that changes the scene when the cup gets hot. My favorite fucking cup. This little nigga right here. He
looks you dead in the face as he does it, doesn't he?
I did not. I swear to God, I didn't hit him. But
you thought about it.
His little ass around in this fucking house. He owed me money because he did.
See, that's why I don't trust cats. Cats will sit there and test you and then be like, you will not do anything about it. and walk off.
He ain't done it since. We have a very clear understanding now. Absolutely, I don't know what got in your ass.
You had a juice moment.
That's
Could have been me.
Oh man, our very own Griot the Horror. Geek by Heart is in the building.
That's why I'm a dog lover through and through.
Me too.
Look,
Dogs be stupid too. They chew through.
Yes, they chew, they destroy, and that's why dogs get put outside.
Dogs can be mischievous. I ain't gonna hold you, but at the end of the day, they're not little bastards like cats.
Hey, that husky earns it. That husky earns its keep whenever somebody comes by that they familiar, and he turns into Cujo.
Wild JoJo.
Oh, Wild JoJo. Now we gotta wait for the Wild Obi.
Oh, he's asleep right now. He's literally asleep.
Right now.
This is how we know a Wild Obi is in there. Spartan will be looking at us, and all you hear is.
Thankfully he is on an early bedtime, so let's see how this works out.
Yeah. So like somebody in the audience spots him first. It's like, oh, Wild Obi, and I'm like, where? Oh, there he is.
It's the chuckling that gets me. You just see him just randomly start laughing. I'm like, and he's around. Y'all are trying your hardest to get those bowls pop up. Keep trying, JoJo.
Mine actually just did for no reason. I don't know why.
Oh my goodness. So I know it's been a week. We are actually down after today. We have 2 more episodes before the season is over.
Already?
Yeah.
That is facts.
Time flies.
It does. Now that's not to say that you people won't get like a surprise pop-up from us when some of these movies drop, because you will.
Pretty much.
Like, only difference is we're just like, now we got time. We got time because when there's going to be 2 particular films this summer that drop, and yeah, we talking about them. We just we going to see them. We going to see them. They're literally 2 weeks apart. That's crazy.
This is when I wish we all really lived close, because we would just bug out in the whole theater.
Oh yeah. I'm going to need like 9 tickets. Thank you very much, good sir.
Yeah. That's when that AMC and those Regal club things where you can get a free movie ticket every week. That's where that starts to pay off. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh nah, I definitely at this point, because you can do that as a regular, and you could do that.
Wait, is that a
IMAX?
Is it a week or a day?
No, every
mine. I'm with Cinemark, so mine is every month.
Okay.
But I can still buy tickets online, and they waive the online fees. I bought tickets for me, my wife, and my little one to go see Thunderbolts. That would have been close to $60. Because you figure $18 plus the fees, and
adds all up.
Right? $22.
Not bad.
22. I was like, I like those numbers. Continue.
So AMC gives you 3 movies per week.
Okay.
For $24.
That's not bad.
So
what plan you got?
Thing or whatever.
Is it Is it an AMC Plus thing? I don't know. I wasn't last time I was in the theaters. They were
whatever.
Yeah.
You can do up to 3 movies per week, and that could includes IMAX.
Nice.
Ooh.
Exactly. And so it pays for itself in 1 movie every month. Like, to me, it was a no-brainer.
It is. I can't be mad about that. As Kira's checking her plan.
Yeah, she's checking her theater plan. Like, you guys are messing up. I need answers.
Listen.
You know what? It's just me though. Like, I don't have. So it's not. It don't pay off for me. I'm not going to see.
Yes, you're seeing more than 2 movies per month. Are you?
Well, technically, she saw.
No.
Well,
okay.
she only saw the most.
As long as you see 1 movie per month.
Was the only movie that I've seen that would count towards it. Outside of that, I honestly have not been to the movies lately, and I love going to the movies. I just haven't.
I know. So I'm very surprised. Okay, because like if you're at least seeing 2 movies a month, it pays for itself.
Well, we got lucky. We got lucky this round between Sinners and Thunderbolts.
Oh dang!
It dropped within a month of itself. So
yeah,
Dang,
So-
I should have signed up for A-list because got 4 movies per week.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I was looking that up.
For me, it sounds good, but my timing, it wouldn't. That's what it is. The timing, because now I'm like, I have the opportunity, I have the tickets, I don't have the opportunity. It's like, because I'm either prepping for the show in between, like Tuesday and Thursdays and Mondays, I'm prepping for the show. So unless I go on a Friday night, Saturday night, which I did with Operation Ghost Protocol.
I was gonna say, the way I could sneak Obi and Zuri in the movies now when it's just us 3.
They'll sleep through that.
No, Obi did not sleep through Thunderbolts. He sat there and stayed up and watched it. I mean, he was laughing his tail off at weirdest parts, but he was up.
Listen, at least he wasn't crying.
Oh no, he loves if it's flashy and it's loud and things are moving, he's intrigued.
I will say, and it was a post earlier today. What's going on, Lizzie? It was a post earlier today about the scene from Thunderbolts that I mentioned earlier this week about the scene where Yelena is, I'm all alone, Daddy, and it was like, if you are a father,
that
is a different type of pain, because you're just like, you hear her say it and it pulls your heartstring, and then they show Alexi's face and it makes it worse, and you're just like, damn it.
And it doesn't help that your kid is right there next to you, and then he looks up at you, and it's just like, and then
I need to talk to certain people. James Gunn, you're on that list because good lord.
The crown jewel was Obi looking up and then going, Dada.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Those type of movies. And I'm just like, it's not because I'm that type of father. I am that type of father. It's just now you're tugging at heartstrings.
Yes, very much so.
James Gunn, like I said, you're on the top of that list because I still look at Volume 3 with just like, yo.
Yeah, no,
we all will go up in a big, beautiful sky.
I have not seen it since it came out. I will not.
I'm just like, I'm like, doesn't hurt any less now, does it?
No, it don't, but it's still, god dang.
Night wrapped up in a nice tiny bow too. I love it. So yeah, there's other than that, man. People are still reeling from the Met Gala news, and Lady Mandalore. I finally got to see Janelle Monáe's full reveal. Dear Lord in heaven, Blue Ivy's internet. I swear to God,
she came out in full transition. You could dang near hear the Super 5 music playing.
Yeah,
all she needed was a pimp walk.
I was like, oh dear. That was literally one of them moments.
Halle Berry doing a Raising Cane promotion.
I need to know how you make a diamond out of tequila. I'm very curious.
I'm still curious. Yeah, she had a diamond. Yeah,
that
she had a
made out of tequila from tequila.
Oh, from tequila. Okay, that's different.
Distinct.
That's synthetic.
Yes.
Okay, I remember MythBusters on that.
And it was 1800.
Okay, yeah.
So the good stuff,
the brand, not the money.
Yeah,
the brand.
I was about to say she has the money to make sure that happens. So
okay, it can be done. That's all I was like, wait, the real stuff? Or y'all talking synthetic? I was like, I went back to MythBusters because there was a whole episode about that. how to make diamond? Yeah, how to press synthetic diamonds into tequila. It's a long episode. I'll show you later.
I miss MythBusters. The stuff they would do.
I'll send you the link later, Kira.
Kira was like, Kira is malfunctioning.
I've got a bottle here and a bottle there. I just need to know.
It's possible.
Who I need to talk to.
I don't know who. I don't know who. I don't
Can
know.
you do it at home? Is the question.
That part.
What mad scientist she knows?
Hey, look, even the eyepiece she was wearing was a working eyepiece.
That was cool.
Yeah, and the guy that did that, I'm like, yo, and he only had what did he say? He only had 4 days to make it.
Yep.
6.
And he decided he wanted to flex.
So,
that did it too.
Who talk about con crunch? Like, yo, he was like, "What are you doing? Nothing else, just this."
When you make it for Janelle Monáe.
But I will say this: that as me learning more and more about fashion, because look at me, what do I know about it? I did not know what black dandyism was, so I kind of had to do my own research on it and not realize that there is a whole culture behind it. And the more I went into it, the more I'm like, oh, well, no one of these napkins are pissed at us.
Are you really at this stage in the game? At this stage in the game, when you hear black dandyism, just put Coleman Domingo next to the picture, to the description. It just
that man needs his own intro song.
Because like this description he was giving was, I'm like, that's spot on. That's very spot on.
If Michael Jai White can get a Black Dynamite intro, Coleman Domingo needs one himself in that same area. Just when he walks in.
Yeah. That was an intense, and you're still seeing pics that you either didn't catch live or whatever, you know. And it, oh god, it was Damson Idris.
Okay. Yeah.
Jadina.
Oh.
Why hasn't he been shown up yet? What are we showing?
Purple Rain. With the Purple Rain cover.
Oh.
That's the dandies doing the Prince dandies.
Yeah. Like I said, that was a whole 4 hours of deep dives and things I didn't know about. But no, I had a point about that, Jadina. I was like, where's of all people that should have shown up? I mean, we couldn't get one dude to show up. Wait,
I need you to look up Wisdom. The model content creator.
Okay.
Why? How?
I think you mentioned that to me in the chat.
He wasn't invited or he got snubbed?
How?
Okay.
How?
How?
He should have been on the fucking board. He should have been on the board.
He should have been one of the first 10 people in. Like, no.
For free?
Make that shit make sense.
We help the helpless. All them white people needed at least 10 minutes with that man and would have elevated their whole shit.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I did blow past those. I wasn't there. I'm sure there were some nice ones, but they weren't that. I'm just saying.
Okay, I can see why you're mad.
So
I can see why you're mad.
Oh, you never seen Wisdom?
Again, this has been a whole. This has been my Sesame Street learning day.
Oh no, you need to add him. You will love his content.
Add him, please.
Add him. You will love his content. If you really are serious about like thinking about learning about fashion, or
not
fashion.
learning,
It's always been fashion in history because there's a lot of other designers that really don't get mentioned. So for me, it's more of a historical aspect than anything else. Like I said, I don't know nothing about fashion. I know people just tell me what to put stuff on. I do it, but no stuff like that. Like what Wisdom has, I'm like, oh, so you're kind of like, the Dapper Dans, and that whole
basically, if you look at the 1970s black male and how they dressed, that's right there. Like what we seen with Zendaya, that was 70s.
Okay.
Because a lot of black women would wear like a lot of suits, and they would they showed a picture of Diana Ross, and I'm like, I forgot she had stuff like that.
Yeah,
she was there.
Yeah, she was there. She was
20 years. She's been there. Oops, been there.
I'm like when they like Diana Ross, I said, why aren't y'all covering this? I had to see a picture. Why aren't y'all covering this?
It goes, and that's one thing I was taking away from this as I was watching you guys and kind of going back and doing my own research. The lack of coverage, like y'all said, there were more people there, and unless you're a certain media outlet, you're not going to see them. Or if somebody was just lucky enough to be there and snapping pictures of everybody, there were many more.
I was cycling through 3 YouTube channels just because when Kira said Lizzo, and I'm like, where?
Right.
They're not gonna cover her.
Somebody did, but Kira had seen it like maybe 15, 20 minutes before I did.
And that tells you a lot.
Exactly.
I had to look. I don't know which outlet she was looking at, but I was on a totally different outlet. You know,
I think I was on the actual Vogue. YouTube.
I had them, and then I think it was a New York news coverage, and then I can't remember what the third one was.
Yeah. Something like live stream entertainment or something was the other one.
Is E still a thing? I don't watch.
I don't know if it's still around. I just remember Andre 3000 carrying a big ass piano. Then he turns around and says, "Oh, I dropped an album."
Oh, Candy brought that one to my attention. She was like a whole piano, and I'm like,
this man is out here just doing side quests, and I'm all
right.
This man said I've conquered the flute. I must now master the piano.
This man sat out there, came out with the piano on his back, and then said, I dropped the album at the same time. Meanwhile, Damson Idris is out here coming dressed as a whole race car driver. I'm like, who is this?
Is it
with the reveal? And I'm like, he did it was a whole thing. They ended up doing like a commercial like yesterday. And they showed the whole thing.
Oh wow.
Is it bad? My mind went to Dungeons and Dragons when I saw Andre with the piano, Daveson with the helmet, and I'm like, please, oh God, don't anybody come out here as a barbarian. Please don't mess this up. So my mindset went. Look, that's where my mind went. Okay, I'm still gonna watch F1 when it comes out. I'm still getting Andre's piano album when it comes out. I saw a Baird and I saw a rogue. I was expecting a fighter, a barbarian, or a cleric at this point.
I mean, technically.
See? I'm not the only one. I am not the only one.
Time out.
Oh my God! See, yeah, there it is.
I am just glad I'm not crazy. I am glad I'm not the only one whose mindset went that way.
No, but seriously, like I think we might do that probably next season. Just literally do like a Met Gala cover.
Oh,
that'd be interesting.
I mean, we do everything else.
Why not?
And we do everything else, including petitioning for that Ironheart trailer.
Shit, and that's next month.
Yes.
Yep. Supposedly
24th. I'm not mistaken.
This is what I'm thinking is happening.
That's crazy.
This is what I think is happening. Now, the D23 Expo was just a couple of months ago, and somebody leaked it. Now, the only thing I can think of, and it's like sitting from the side type leak, so it's not even good quality. It's like bootleg quality. The only thing I could think is they're doing a recut of putting together the full trailer. That's the only thing I can think of. But you have
this close.
So yeah, your time window is like
closing fast.
Bad.
Because it premieres the 24th?
Yep.
Yeah, it premieres the 24th. You have less than 30 days now.
Yep.
I would say now's the time you put out the teaser and then you follow up to the trailer. At least give the teaser.
Again, it's this whole, if you're going to do recuts should have been done at the time where the Thunderbolts the Thunderbolt press tour was about to come out. That was literally over a month and a half ago. Is where
they're pretty much done with their rollout. Like they're done. It's been a week.
Exactly.
So we technically should be seeing something. Obviously not tomorrow, but at least by next week or the week after.
There should be something in the Disney chamber, but again, it's this whole thing about Ironheart. It scares me in the same way that Secret Wars made me a little worried. Because Secret Wars got, don't get me wrong, Secret Wars got TV promos, but they didn't get the same level as, say, Thunderbolts.
Oh, you mean Secret Invasion?
I'm sorry, Secret Invasion. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Secret Invasion, my bad. It didn't get the same promo.
What you got?
Go ahead, Kara.
So it's coming out June 24th.
Right.
Okay.
There's 6 episodes.
Mhm.
It overlaps with the premiere of Fantastic Four. That's the only thing that I will give them grace on. If they figure out a way to get this girl to tie into the Fantastic Four, that's the only thing. And I don't know how they would do it because she don't touch them anywhere. I don't
Right.
think, in
Right.
the universe.
I mean, you can do opposite.
They still
You can
need
do-
to put out.
I mean, there's the leak of Mephisto being in this thing, so
And then there's opposite
So-
East Coast. There's opposite East Coast programming. You can have,
though, isn't it?
yeah, but you can have
Rumor
ads
is.
running. You can have differential ads running East and West.
Exactly.
Like you could have ads for Ironheart running on the West Coast, and then switch with Fantastic Four. So yeah, you'll still get the same coverage, but they'll never overlap. At the same time, you are bringing attention to both IPs. But right now, the only one we know about is Fantastic Four. And at this point, if Fantastic Four drops from the trailer, then we already know where they're putting their money at.
which sucks because even now, Lilo and Stitch is getting their run already.
Shout out to the media creator behind that one.
Ben had their run. They did have their
So
run.
they've had their trailer, and then they didn't. I don't even think I've seen the trailer run anymore, other than outside of what we did.
Right.
But Stitch has been popping up
everywhere. Stitch has been running through the Disney universe and giving Mickey heart attacks.
The billboard for the new Avengers, aka the Thunderbolts, was the new Avengers billboard just went out last week. Just yesterday, Stitch is busting through that billboard, like through the. I'm like, he's popping up already.
Yep.
I mean, we asked for this. We did ask for that, but
and what they've done nothing else but just show Stitch popping up in different things. That's it.
This is an opportunity for you to drop the teaser for Ironheart at least by tomorrow.
Also,
and then
you
roll
people
out a
there
trailer
that-
in a week.
Also, you people out there that are doing clicks, that do stuff for clicks, say your stuff is fan made. I am so tired of 9 to 10 people don't do their research, come back and say new trailer. No, it's fan made. You can tell they've rehashed scenes, and you're trying. It's like, don't come out and sit there and say new just for clicks. Please do your research. That's all I ask.
I have seen so many fan made. I'm like, this is not I can tell looking at it. This is not the Ironheart trailer. Why are you showing me scenes from Wakanda Forever?
Right. That's the thing.
And then you show me scenes from Wakanda Ever, and then you input some actual scenes from Ironheart, and then you input some. I'm like, that looks. I can pick up CGI like the AI stuff. I can pick that up. That ain't it. That's like that's not the right one.
And like you said, same scenes. It's the same rehash scenes of her putting on the prototype suit about old boy, and now all of a sudden, now we mention Mephisto.
You took the sizzler reel of what's to come, and superimposed it inside your fan made trailer. That's what you did.
Yeah,
that's what you did.
If you want to do a job application to Disney, I mean, there are easier ways, like Visions. Do it there. At least we'll appreciate it. At least you even might get a deal out of it. But just saying.
Yeah.
Say what, Kara?
What's wrong, Kara?
I'm so confused. Ryan Coogler is a part of this whole thing. What the fuck? Why aren't you cross the streams? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Cross the streams.
We talking about Blockbuster now.
He said, cross the streams.
Cross the streams.
Please, just have him drop a little. Oh, you know what I'm saying? When Riri is in iHeart, she's gonna be like rocking it and doing all she needs to do in order to get through. She needs to do something.
I mean, maybe is that it? Is it because his ride is so high right now? Is that it?
His ride was center.
But that doesn't. Ryan, I need you to put your stamp on it, my guy. Please.
Is it bad that maybe that he's just wanting to push centers as far as it can go before he goes back to Marvel? Before
I mean,
he
he's
goes back.
already there. He's
I mean, well, yeah, but I'm just saying. Because I get it. It's rated. I get it.
And in that part, I would get. That part, I would get. I would say, okay, your dance card is pretty full right now, but I'm going to need you here on this particular window right now. I need to, so we can get this thing spinning. You know,
I mean, because X-Files ain't going nowhere. Trust me. Fox is slowly sitting on that IP waiting on your ass, but X-Files not going anywhere. So at the same time, just what's wrong, Kira?
Proximity media is no, I meant no, because the proximity media is also a part of this whole thing, along with Marvel Entertainment. They're combined together. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh, I forgot about that.
So,
yeah,
what we're saying is there are a lot of black creatives. Shout out to Black Girl Nerds. There are a lot of black creatives who are really promoting Ironheart right now. They're pushing for this. They're showing the screenshots. They're showing some of the steals that's been like in Empire magazine. They're showing everything that there need to be. You know, they're like, why aren't we getting this? Where is the trailer?
Very much.
As Cardi B say, what was it even for? You know,
What was the reason?
What was the reason?
What was the reason? I will never get that out of my head.
So we need that. We know it's there. We know you've had plenty of reshoots. We understand. We're not worried about the reshoots. We want the trailer. We need the hype. We need this train that we are on to keep rolling.
Exactly. That part.
Shout out to Gang Friend being in this. I didn't realize Gang Friend was going to be in this. Manny Montana, I need you to come down to the front and just talk real slow into a mic or something, and just look longingly into the camera. I would love to have a conversation with you through the TV screen when you help promote this, because that's going to help significantly. Please, Mr. Montana.
So we want this to happen. We know it'll happen, especially with our influence. We just have an influence. And I don't mean just Blerd's Eyeview. I mean us as fans who have seen what we want to see. We know what it is that we like. We're riding extremely high off of South of Midnight and Sinners, and we're like, you're right there. You're right there.
All you gotta do is just
the Knicks is looking good. I'm like, come on, like there's a lot.
Don't bring that up right now. Don't
worry. The Knicks will be the Knicks.
Don't do it. No,
that's why I stopped being a fan.
The Knicks will always be the Knicks. I'm sorry. Look, I'm a Bulls fan, so every time the Knicks start winning and start losing, I laugh inside.
Get your ass out of here, because even though I'm not a Knicks fan, I still can't stand on Bulls.
Hey, I'm a Bulls fan through the good times, the bad times, with or without Jordan.
Cats know people. Cats know people.
You are a Knicks fan. You are a Knicks fan. I question your judgment sometimes. Wait, hang on, Lanny. Before you jump on me, who's your team?
For life, and don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm not a Knicks fan no more, but still, you just talk about the Bulls is triggering.
Oh my jeez.
You
don't do it. Sorry, why you gotta bring them up? And don't bring up the fucking Pacers either.
Knicks fan.
Now we're gonna have a
Pacers. Don't bring up the
Heat.
Heat. Okay, don't bring up Indian. Oh no, it's just the Indian Pacers. Okay, don't bring up the Heat. Don't bring up the Bulls. No.
Nobody. Don't talk. No. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't do it.
You're not doing this.
I can't laugh out loud.
I swear to God.
I can't laugh out loud. I'll wake Obi up right now. I can't laugh out loud.
Jeez.
You do this, I will wake up Obi. Okay, just so you
Lord.
can
So I will say this. I will say this. We do have a teaser and we do have a trailer, but it's not of what we want. Well, one of them is. One of them is. So the first one is the teaser. The first one is the teaser.
All right.
And it's of Peacemaker season 2. It's the full trailer drops tomorrow. But we have a teaser tonight.
Nice.
I don't get it. We saved the world.
I thought everyone would finally treat us like heroes.
Bring me Peacemaker. We haven't always been great people. But we are the 11th Street Kids. No one will ever break us apart. You ready for the next adventure, pal?
Quick little teaser. We see Rick Flag Senior's in there, so
that's gonna be
looks
awesome.
like that's gonna be interesting. So
What happened to my son? What happened to my son in Court de Maltese? Yeah, we had
about
this
that. Say about that. It's not what you think. Did you kill my son? Yes. Then it is what I think.
I think that's when he just opens fire and just really aims for the. It's like, you shot me. You killed my son. I mean, I understand that, but still, you shot me.
No, season 1 of Peacemaker was very unexpected, very fun, very good soundtrack. Once again, James Gunn puts his handprint in DC's case. I'm not even going there. Never mind.
What Tower Record store does he still keep going into and finding this music? Is my question.
He's just got good taste in power ballads.
He really does.
And
although, shout out to Wigwam because y'all got resurrected last year. Y'all got resurrected last year.
Yep.
Boy, they went back on tour. They was getting ready to quit.
Right.
They was getting ready to wrap it up. It was like this show revived. Like, we about to go get the last of these dollars. I got a mortgage to pay.
I mean,
so yeah, so the full season or the full trailer for season 2 is supposed to drop tomorrow. Finally get to see that. See how, like, we've been waiting. This year. This year is Gun. The year of the gun. It's the year of the gun. He's had Creature Commandos. He's about to have Peacemaker drop August 21st. He's getting ready to have Superman drop in July.
Lanterns is gonna be
they're working on Lanterns right now.
Lanterns right now, yeah.
This year though.
No, it'll probably be yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, Lanterns is next year.
Heavy. That man.
I hurry up and get my green ring. I had to hurry up and get my
I'm glad he let go of the hair dye because it's like I'm like, dude, it's gonna the gray is gonna beat the dye at this point. Don't as much as you're working right now, don't even worry about it. Like I seen it. I was like, it went from black to white, and I'm like, that's not James Gunn. Oh,
all I can say is Exhibit A. Just the dye job ain't even worth it. It's not. Just let it go.
Spartan's gonna be the ship's griot in a minute. Like the Australian outback.
I'm just look. This is just This is not salt and pepper. This is just somebody that just overdid it on seasoning. This is what this looks like.
I mean, you are black.
I did not ask for this.
We overdo it on seasoning all the time.
No, the crazy part is literally, it's like going from done and not done.
Yeah, that's how the hair grows, baby. That's how your hair grows.
She just said, "Bless your heart," very nicely.
Oh,
she did.
Thank God I got just salt and pepper, because Lord have mercy. Like, and I've let my hair grow out. You know, my wife like, you have gray in your hair. I said, no, I don't. It's barely in my mustache. It's just in the beard.
That's why I said I don't even try to do a dye job. That's what my loctician. Well, we can dye your hair. No. Just
I started seeing it. I'm just like, even Hell sponsor. He was like, "What the hell is that on my face?" Let it happen, my guy. Just let it be.
Oh, he's not too far off. Father Time is undefeated. It will come.
You in the game now, baby. We still make it look good, but you in the game now. Just let it go.
Just let it happen.
Just learn to love the gray.
Right.
love the gray, or silver, whatever they call it.
Yeah, you don't want to be like some of them unks out there that or sitting up there still trying to hang on to them little hairs they got with their finger waves and the gold chains. I'm like, yo, stop.
You got more oil product in your hair than your Cadillac does.
He said smell like jupe.
Oh God. Somebody call, what is it? Senior services.
Come on.
Get your ass out the street.
Not you, Davey. We know you. Like, it's there in the beard. It's accepted.
Crap. Well, nice while it lasted. Nice while it lasted.
You got Jupe, you got Musk, you got what's the other one?
Like Jupe, Musk. This people still rock Stetson.
That was the one, Stetson.
Stetson's still being rocked.
Oh man, it's Stetson. That was my dad. I ain't gonna lie.
Draco. Oh, yeah.
Jakar. Oh my God. Yeah, Jakar.
Yeah, Obi didn't make it. Obi was like, I heard my name being called, and here I am.
I mean, he just kept shaking.
The salt, pepper, fried.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Oh my God.
This is just the front of my hair. I'm not even showing the back of my hair.
Oh wow.
Old Spice. Oh wow, yeah.
Old Spice.
I was never a fan of the Old Spice stuff.
I am a fan of the swagger. I am a fan of that. But not the old Spice musk deodorant. The flammable deodorant? No.
Yeah.
No, I've seen that deodorant catch fire on somebody.
How?
They were near an open candle and they were like covered in it. And so as they were walking past the open flame, it just ember of it just caught his arm, and next thing you know,
oh no.
Jovan Musk.
No.
Classic aftershave. Ooh, not the aftershave. That aftershave will have you That aftershave will have you crying.
These are bottles that sat on my father's dresser. I swear to God.
Brute sounds
great flannel.
I never heard that.
Oh my God. Between Jovan Musk, Brute, and Old Spice, my dad was like, "Here, put some of this cologne on." Me and my brother looking at it like, "We gonna smell old."
I'm sorry, seriously. There was Jovan Musk. Oh, y'all. I thought y'all was trying to be funny.
No, there was Jovan Musk.
That was that's
another one.
I've never
that was in the Avon Lady catalog when your mom needed to sell something and your dad didn't want to go to the store. Hey, look,
like Allergy said, don't thank you to Old Spice since 06. Massively nuts. I remember my sister. I remember years later, my sister go to my dad's house. Like, Daddy, why you still got this Stetson on the dresser? Like, are you even wearing this anymore? He's like, I ain't worn that in a while. Get rid of the bottle.
That bottle will outlast certain buildings.
I feel like the next generation is just a bunch. It's going to be a lot of people hanging on to Axe body.
It is.
Oh, Axe spray, yes, because some people use that for deodorant,
and
they do.
It's not.
And it didn't help.
Trust me.
Horrible.
Our kids think it's fine, and it's not.
It's really not.
Stop it. It makes you make this face every time they go.
It's just
every single time.
It's like you still got to put on deodorant with body spray. The body spray don't mask funk. Funk is undefeated against anything and everything. You just can't spray on Axe body spray and not wash your ass and think that nobody gonna notice. We all notice.
Bama.
What did he say?
I do have some Axe body spray.
He
said Bama said I like after Old Spice aftershave.
No, now when I used to shave, I did have that. That will wake you up. Jesus Christ, the burn will wake you up.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Is that a real thing? I thought you were having a stroke or a typo. The fuck is canoe? What?
There's a young lady by the name of Tara Michelle who's out here in these podcast streets. Shout out to Tara Michelle. She does, and I'll send you ladies the link. She does reviews on perfumes. And when I first met her through DC, I thought she just had a bunch of I thought it was liquor bottles behind her on a and I said, Tara, what is behind you? And she said, it's perfume. I review. That's her YouTube channel. She reviews perfumes, all different types of perfumes and stuff. And so I'm like, if you want somebody, she'll tell you the types of perfumes, the pheromones and all that stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. She's dope. She does a show with Jared Flanagan. They call it One Man, One Woman. It's really, really cool podcast. Not one of those man versus women podcasts. Thank God. It's not a red pill podcast. So shout out to Jared and Tara. One Man, One Woman. But yeah, I'll get her information. I'll send it to you ladies. So if you're looking for a nice perfume,
can you give me lavender and eucalyptus?
So, and she said it's one she's had for years because it's expensive, but it's a very good quality. It's strong. It doesn't the scent doesn't fade or something.
Bama, really Bama.
Yeah, she's serious about the fragrance. She's for real about it.
Bama, really?
What's special,
really, sir?
Oh, no, he's Crush. Oh my God,
why?
Crush?
Is that like the soda?
No, Crush. There was a male version and a female version, and that was 5 to 6 years ago.
No, that was Curve. That was Curve.
Curve, yeah.
Oh, it's Curve, right? Curve. There we go. Curve, yeah.
Wow.
Laney, I know you went past many goddamn perfume making that face at Curve. Everybody.
Well, first of all, I'm not really a perfume person. I literally within only what is it? Marc Jacobs Beautiful, something like that. There's one that is my favorite, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Marc Jacobs Beautiful. But other than that, I'm not really a perfume person.
There was an Obama and a Michelle one that was pretty good.
Oh,
no, that's for commemorative purposes, though.
I would get it. I would definitely get
it. As they go
get it. Versace. Or how did Marlon say? How did Fosachi? How do you spell? You don't even spell Fosachi. FOR.
Oh no! Oh yeah, John was from DC Kirk. Wait, what do you have?
My wife has that. My wife has that one. That one.
Okay,
my wife has that.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Yeah, that's my wife's favorite. I know because I've had to buy it for at least twice.
Jay bought me mine, and he had a happy wife. This is my favorite.
I don't miss those Sephora trips at all. There is certain knowledge you're not supposed to have. I was walking through that spot.
Citizen
I know
Jack.
too much. Citizen Jack.
What is Citizen Jack? I feel like I'm getting an education today. Y'all are educating me. I have no idea about these clones.
Oh,
there was one Kelly got me. I can't remember the name of it to save my life right now. Comes in a blue bottle, some fancy name. I gotta ask her. Oh, we go find your mama.
Jovan. No, I'm kidding.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say Jovan Musk.
Oh dear God, I know that. No, I know my cousins used to wear that, and that smells like 3 skunks in a trash can. No.
Oh my God, no! But it's
that's such a black name, Jovan Musk.
Who wears something that says Musk? There is nothing attractive about the word Musk in anything.
He said, "Wait, Bam said again. What is wrong with Curve?
A lot, a lot, sir.
Bam,
a lot.
We're gonna elevate. We're gonna bring you up with us. You might be dragged up, but you're coming.
Oh my God!
All right, Kelly must have heard. Dang, my voice must travel through walls. Kelly said, "I got you, Chanel Blue Dove." Chanel. Yeah,
Kelly is listening through the walls.
My phone just she said, "I got you, Blue Day Chanel." Oh, Okay.
Look, even Obi was just like, see, there was no reason to even send me away for that.
Oh, he wakes. I need him to run out the rest of his energy so he go back to sleep anyway. But no, that's what she got me. That smells great, but no, musk, hell no.
I think if you put him, he looked tired. I think if you put him down again, he'll fall right.
You put him back down. He's
if
done.
I put him back down, okay.
There it is.
Wild Obi.
The
All he saw was opportunity, and as you can see, gone.
They never shouldn't have let me go.
He was yawn. He was making me yawn because I saw him yawn so many times.
Oh man! So I don't know if my wife has watched this movie, the Old Guard, and I've caught pieces of it, the first one. But I mean, the pieces that I caught were action, So I was like, oh, it's cool, but it was so far into it that I, if you're so far into the movie, then I'll just watch it from that point out, and depends on me if I decide to go back and watch it from the beginning. But they finally have the sequel getting ready to drop, and I guess we're going to take a look at this one right now. Here we go. Anytime now. Hold on. And yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, wait. Oop, never mind. It's right here.
There you go.
There we are.
How are you doing?
I'm at peace.
Didn't look that peaceful when you were throwing that guy out the window.
Listen, sometimes quick is better than subtle.
For centuries, I've watched you fight to protect humanity while forsaking your own kind. I will destroy you and everything you stand for with a power you can't even imagine yet.
Interesting.
Who is she?
She is the first of the immortals. She knows your histories, your relationships. I am scared of what she is capable of.
Booker, how do I find her? You and your friends don't have much time left.
Do you think she knows that I've lost my immortality?
The thing that lives forever.
We're playing right into her hands.
I don't have a choice.
One day you'll understand. Every minute is a step towards death.
Then you're coming with me.
July gonna be busy as hell.
Right.
The Bride versus Atomic Blonde. Yes.
I dig
it. What's going on? Juicy Tigre, what's going on?
I'm so glad you could say that because I can't. I just call her not. So sorry because I don't want to say it.
It's French. It's Francais, which I failed in high school, but I still have a knack for it.
Right.
I failed it because I didn't apply myself. It was French. I was regretting taking French when I should have took Spanish. No, but that does look good. I definitely need to go back and watch the first one. Charlize Theron is probably one of the few who seems to age pretty well.
Yep.
I mean, she is South African, so
she has the motherland working in her favor.
Very much.
So she's just one of she is. She's from South Africa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's from the good part. She's not from the part. She's not from the part that the other one is.
Not from not from the dark side.
Yeah.
Bred with the water from South Africa. So
Yeah.
He's got the nutrients.
Yeah, the other one that's from South Africa. He's from the tainted part.
That's from the same. That's from the same part where. Never mind.
Yeah, he tainted his blood. Not everyone can benefit from the motherland. She obviously has her regiments that work.
And it's called money, but go.
It's
But
no, she's nice. Yeah, she do.
Yeah,
she looks good.
That's
Africans,
the first one. That first
African.
one. Who A's in it? Yeah, that
one. Everything's coming through. There you go. Oh man! If you are watching the show, please drop a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You can see us talking about all this wild stuff and crazy stuff as usual. But right now, we're getting ready to go to break. And we're going to come back. We're going to talk about the history of the Thunderbolts, and could that be can that transfer over to live action?
Right.
We don't know, but we'll find out pretty soon. Until then, stay tuned.
Welcome to the Super Breakdown Podcast, where cosmic tales unfold. Join Power Maximus, Lord Triage, and the Darth Legacy Jason M40 on a journey through heroic realms where legends are born and destinies entwine. Delve into the cosmic currents, unraveling the mysteries of superheroes, villains, and champions. Embrace the cosmic energy that binds us all, and let your journey begin. This is the Super Breakdown Podcast. Enter the cosmic saga.
What? Yeah. What? Understand I got a lot on my mind, a lot on my chest.
Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life, a Death Star. So far removed from the drama, we don't notice harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. A merry band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can't relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blur's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
All right, we are back. Thunderbolts just recently dropped almost a week ago, and to rave reviews and pretty good money, and very good money, which is to expected. It's a different direction for Marvel, and congratulations because it's actually doing quite well. So, we as far I know, me and Spartan know who the Thunderbolts really are, and it's not this exact team. So. Before we go on, I just seen something Lady Mandalore put. If you know anyone who should subscribe to Blur's Eye View channel, well, tell them about us. We'd love to have them in here with y'all. You like having the conversations that we have, you like having a good laugh and joining in because you do get your comments seen. Join up and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt your pocket either.
It's free.
It's all of that. Feel free to chat with fellow nerds and blurs. We are hit like, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Super chats are appreciated, and we help keep the stream going. We are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we have clips Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So please tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you're in here and it's only 15 and y'all and it's 18, y'all better hit them thumbs up. I'm just saying, you know.
That part.
We don't keep this ship hovering over the stratosphere for nothing. We're just trying to stay off the planet for
gas ain't free.
The next 3.5 years.
Yeah, it's kind of nutty right now. I'm like, yeah, y'all can't seem to make up your mind. Anyway, we know that the Thunderbolts as a different team. You know, they first appeared in Incredible Hulk in January of 1997, issue 448 or 449. And this team consisted of their leader, Citizen V, Songbird, Mach-1, Songbird, Mach-1, Vault, and who else? Citizen V, Mach-1, Atlas. That's the other one. That's the other
talking about the original. So
the original Thunderbolts. The original Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Atlas, Mach-1, Fixer, Techno, Meteorite, and Citizen V, if memory serves right.
Exactly. And they were the new heroes on the ground. This was shortly after Onslaught, actually. Right. Onslaught and Heroes Reborn. That's a whole other thing.
You thought you needed everybody to take out Thanos.
Yeah.
Onslaught was a whole nother.
Onslaught, yeah. Onslaught was the combination of Magneto and Charles Xavier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah,
it was a fusion that everybody thought about, but you did not want.
Yeah,
especially with Charles being in Xavier's head.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Charles being Magneto's head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both consciousness in one body.
Yeah, it was. You thought they would work well together.
Hell
You
no.
thought wrong.
Who thought that?
The master manipulator.
But Citizen V and his crew, they were the new heroes since there weren't any other ones around. And by the end of the issue, you find out they are not who they say they are.
Nope.
Citizen V turned out to be Baron Zemo. Atlas turned out to be Goliath, not Bill Foster Goliath, not Black Goliath. I know it's a thing, but run with me. Beetle was actually Mach 1 was actually Beetle, which was a Spider-Man villain, and Songbird, who used to go by the name of Screaming Mimi.
Oh, that sound black.
Yep. Oh, the Masters of Evil.
Bar in New York.
Screaming
Mimi.
Yeah.
So you be. I think I need to do a show based off of bars that are fictional but are actually real.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking of a bar from Three's Company. That's real. That bar is real. But there's been several iterations since then of the Thunderbolts, and basically what the Thunderbolts were just villains who were trying to go straight, or were tasked with going straight. And for the most part, it's been successful. And then that changed to anti-heroes. And the last iterations of the Thunderbolts were led by Hawkeye and Luke Cage. Because they're ex-felons.
Yep.
But because they are heroes and they know what that life is like to try to change their past. So they felt like they were the best options to do that at that point. They've had a Thunderbolts Red team, which was Red Hulk, Elektra, and Frank. Don't ask. Frank just likes to do whatever Frank. You don't.
That was different.
It's Frank. It's Frank. Like you don't argue with Frank. Yeah, we don't argue with Frank. Frank say he's gonna do it, he's just gonna do it.
Also, Agent Venom. I forgot. Agent Venom
was part of that team. Yeah, so there are several iterations. There are several iterations of the team that we've already seen Baron Zemo in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I think if we didn't have the big tie-in for Doomsday and everything else going on, that would have probably been a nice twist.
Yeah.
At the end of a Thunderbolts movie, to have, even though it's Valentina in doing the whole thing, she's the face card, she's doing all the work. Baron Zemo is probably still moving behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. I would, especially for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah, he's still running things behind the scenes.
If he's not in a rave somewhere.
I thought he was locked up by in Wakanda. I thought they took him back to Wakanda.
No, he was supposed to head to Wakanda, but keep in mind at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, it flashes to him still at the raft, and then if you notice, you can still kind of see a silhouette in Brave. Well, spoiler. If you're paying attention in Brave New World, you actually still see him in the raft.
So yeah, I mean it would. There are, and speaking of Falcon Winter Soldier, I have a problem with them making Sharon the power broker, and I know I'm not alone, because the last time we seen Sharon prior to this, she went working for Stark.
Yeah.
She got a job. She was interviewing at Stark Industries. And matter of fact, Pepper hired her.
Maybe she's a Skrull.
It could be.
That's what we wanted to think.
Wait. Isn't she? But isn't that how she got the Stark tech to those
So it's Madripoor.
The people that were blowing up people, yeah, whoever the hell the villain.
That's how she did it. But the thing was, why did that turn happen?
That was her story about the power broker. She took out the original one. She basically took out the original power broker and took their place. Hence why Stark Tech and everything else is there. So that's the lean into that.
But see, that's the thing. When you have someone like that, it leaves okay. It's like with Luke Cage. He took over Harlem's Paradise. He says, I can't work this from the outside. I got to work it from the inside in, inside out. So if you said this is why Sharon became the power broker, because she had to, there was a power vacuum. She had to take the spot in order to control what happens. Okay, it's not so much of a turn then.
I still say it was for power. I think it was the fact that they keep on saying it was a role she played. No, she really enjoyed really running her own kingdom in Madripoor. She enjoyed it. So I don't think it's more of a role play of trying to change things because, well, she's facilitating half the things that are happening on the other side of the globe. So to me, it's like a full-on villain at this point. But I do agree, for her to be the power broker of all people, it doesn't sit right to go from S.H.I.E.L.D. to just running your own evil empire and just in half a turn. Doesn't make any sense.
Is what Tafari wrote correct? She got blacklisted for giving Cap his shield in Civil War?
Yeah, she got blacklisted for giving Cap his shield and old boy his wings.
Well, if I'm her, I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. I'm gonna figure out.
But that's a hard turn. You know what I mean? That's a really hard turn.
If you threw me out for doing the right goddamn thing,
because the question becomes, who blacklisted her? It wasn't Fury. He was still around, and she was working under him.
Or unless it was Robert Redford's character.
Yeah,
he's still around. He was still around at the time.
S.H.I.E.L.D. was intertwined to them.
No, but when Fury went underground,
yeah, he was still running the show.
Yeah, he still had a camp. He still had people.
Yeah.
So, and I would have thought Sharon would have been one of those people next to Maria.
But he wasn't in charge.
That's a sore point.
Well, he didn't have to be in charge. He didn't have to be in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D. He knew S.H.I.E.L.D. was rocky after that.
Yeah, but
he still had resources.
If the overall set of people are monitoring S.H.I.E.L.D., they can still kick her out. He could have taken her under his wing, but
Bama.
Yeah, but Fury doesn't trust anybody.
Bama might be right.
She was on her own.
But Valentina at the time had to be with Ox. And
yeah, but Valentina has her hands in a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, there could have.
She was running CIA at the.
Yeah, she was running CIA at the time.
The Valentina found what she needed through her. She wasn't hired by Valentina. She wasn't working under Valentina.
No,
she like her character is. She's the power broker. She's just Amazon for like villainy or shit.
Hey, you got a price? You got the money? I got the tech. So whatever.
Yeah.
But there's been several iterations of the Thunderbolts, and it keeps changing. It's Marvel's Suicide Squad without the threat of death. It's just more like, hey, just work off your record, or this person wants to go straight. It is what it is, you know. They have the Swordsman, Purple Man, amazingly enough, Photon, Speed Demon, Joystick, Blizzard 2, Radioactive Man. They've battled Atlantean superhumans. They've battled Baron Strucker's Hydra organization. They've done work. These are all D grade villains at best.
Yeah.
C or D, I guess, for the most part. The anti-hero are more or less, you've caused some destruction inadvertently, Red Hulk. So you got to work with us.
Pretty much.
You don't want to go to the raft, you just work with us. If not, you going to the raft. So yeah, you're right. Yeah. Threat of death for most, not all. But those are so extreme cases.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't, you can't threaten Frank. You like, don't threaten me with a good time. He's like, I don't even have powers. What do you mean? So no, there's been several iterations, and the team was originally named after General Thunderbolt Ross. He was the one that kind of put this whole thing together. But once again, we've seen how it happens for live action, so it only makes sense that it's just by proxy, a name by proxy, and they said it was Yelena's soccer team. just run with it. Just go with it. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, it works. Hey, I think we all love Yelena. Florence Pugh, you carried that. I'm not gonna lie, you carried that, Phil.
Really did.
You carried that. And the emotions. Sorry, the emotions were there. There was some emotion there. But no, Spartan, I don't know if you have a particular favorite, or as far as the Thunderbolts storylines or characters, but would you care to see another version?
I want to see Red Hulk's team because it's darker storytelling. There, for the things that the Red Hulk Thunderbolts went through, was some of the darker storytelling that Marvel has done, and they've already opened the door as far as darker storytelling. Hawkeye's Thunderbolts is too light. Devil's Reign is too close to the Daredevil's Born Again storyline. But Red Hulk and King in Black, if you did those two teams and told their arcs, Marvel would finally silence people and saying, well, we want to see Marvel go dark. Well, if you see King in Black Thunderbolts, or if you see Red Hulk Thunderbolts, you will get all the dark stories you want. Including some very unfashionable John Walker stories, to where we keep on saying it's the worst that he's done. No, it's the worst that he's done so far.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned Rogue.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Y'all gonna have to dive a little bit deeper into that for me. Because he's already on the shit list. What the fuck this motherfucker done did?
Who you talking about, Ross or Walker?
Walker.
Oh, Walker Comics. Walker's done some dirt.
I'll put it this way. Here. I will save you some time. If you Google atrocious things John Walker has done in the MCU, you will get a full page of everything that he's done that is all cringeworthy.
I'm about to do it right now.
He's even lost both his arms before. Don't explain how he got him back. It's comics.
That's why we keep on saying. If you ever heard us say that's the worst thing he's done so far, it's because he's done a crap lot worse.
If you think U.S. Agent in comics is the true asshole, like Frank doesn't like this dude. So it says a lot. If Frank,
did I lose you?
Oh, uh-oh.
Wait, what happened?
Well,
everybody's we're back. I think we're back.
Yeah, everybody's moving.
Yeah.
No, if Frank doesn't like you, but can't put a bullet in you, says a lot.
If he can't shoot you, or be on your side, he does not want you around him. Pretty much.
Nah. While Kira looks that up, you mentioned Red Hulk. And all I can think of for a Red Hulk team outside of Abomination, I honestly would like to see Abomination, Banner, and Red Hulk in the same room.
I was gonna say Abomination, Red Hulk, and Moon Knight.
Ooh.
Or even worse, Punisher, Moon Knight, and Deadpool all in the same room.
Oh God, nothing's getting done.
You want to talk about a conversation?
That's look. Kira's like, this is crazy.
I take it by her. I take it she found it.
Looks like she did.
There's a lot here to take.
Yeah. Don't worry, take your time.
I'm sorry.
Text that to me because I haven't found it yet.
Yeah. I'll put it in the chat.
Oh my God. So
But no,
Red Hulk, Moon Knight, and Deadpool.
Yeah, because we've seen Moon Knight and Punisher have a conversation. That's interesting. But Moon Knight, Punisher, and Deadpool all on the same team. How would that cohesion go?
A bloodbath. It's a bloodbath.
A guy who can't die, a guy who has regenerative abilities, and a guy who has nothing to live for but has an arsenal of weapons. In other movies, we would call that John Wick.
What's going on, Whoopi?
I'm just saying.
The only reason why I think that wouldn't work, the closest thing would be for the voice of reason. The closest thing would be Deadpool.
Yeah, but he'd be too busy playing referee.
Yeah. Who's the worst, Guy Gardner or John Walker?
Walker by a mile.
Walker, yeah. Guy Gardner is an asshole that you can deal with. You can punch him in the face as Bruce Wayne. You can punch him in the face and get your point across, and it's fine. But
you may be one to knock out Guy Gardner, but you would rather shoot Walker.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll put it that way. You may not like Guy Gardner, but you could deal with the guy. You might have to punch him a few times, but Walker, nah.
Yeah. See, so having Deadpool, Moon Knight, Red Hulk, and Punisher on the same, Deadpool's the only voice of reason. But like you said, he's more likely playing referee.
Yeah.
More than anything, because after a while, it wouldn't. He would get tired of talking.
but also the King in Black Thunderbolts. That's just carnage. That's just basically sending a kill squad.
I mean, seriously, that's a lot to take in. Whoopi's enjoying peace right now.
Listen to the frogs. Listen to the frogs scream. Frogs scream. Dang, I did not know frogs scream. No, but the thing about it is because literally, well, for everybody doesn't know about the King in Black, this is basically after Null, which is basically the god of symbiote attacks Earth.
And that we caught glimpses of in Venom: The Last Dance.
Yeah, so Mayor Fisk reformed the Thunderbolts, and that's where it got Taskmaster, Mr. Fear, Star, Batroc, Rhino, and I want to say I'm missing somebody. I want to say
the only thing, the only person who remotely would have voice of reason on that team would have been Rhino.
Yeah. And Alexi was trying to reform himself in that story.
Exactly.
He was trying to reform himself.
Yeah. So that was really the out of that entire team. Plus, it was put together by Fisk. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. You didn't get people that you wanted to reform. You got people that
you got your Suicide Squad is really what you got.
He's
got Suicide.
He got his superpower anti-task force, that anti-vigilante task force. That's what he got.
Yeah, that's exactly what he got.
You thought the police were bad. He's like, no, I want people who have powers to take these bastards out. That's what he got.
But I will say this: if they did do another Thunderbolts, like I said, going back to Luke Cage, because they couldn't do it now in the current MCU because Crossbones is kind of is kill in action. So
same as
his would be he could have Taskmaster, Ghost, Moonstone, Juggernaut, Man Thing. Yeah, he used Man. They use Man Thing like they use him for a ship. So yeah, so his was a little bit more lighthearted, but again, the whole idea is just.
Hawkeye always gets like a ragtag team of people to lead.
Hawkeye's like that one Avenger. Like, look, this is what you've been given. Make lemonade with it. That's pretty much Hawkeye.
He's like he never gets like a solid team. He's like, oh no, you get the ragtag of the ragtags. That's what you get, and you get to have fun with them just have fun with that for a while.
if Hawkeye's Thunderbolts could be called a movie with The Replacements.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is. The Replacements.
It's like you're gonna spend a good 70 minutes of the film. It's like the end of the film is y'all stumbling into helping to save the world just by stumbling.
Right. Kira, lady, y'all okay?
They're like engulfed into the John Walker situation.
Just a little bit, but you know.
I'm up to the oil field.
I see Kira's eyes get wider, and Lainey's eyes are like it's like they're going down the list of things. There's a list. I will say that there is a list.
That's why I'm glad. It's why I'm glad the John Walker for live action. You get why
I need him to be this motherfucker right here.
You need him to be completely unlikable.
I don't need a gray villain. This Nick is absolutely he's a trash human.
Yeah.
Since Kira has it in front of her, just do a quick rundown of what John Walker's done for people that's listening or watching.
I don't think what was it? He burned a field on a college campus so far. He got revenge on someone's parents by hanging them in an oil tanker while it exploded. They didn't die though. I think I'm just up to that. I'm trying to catch everything. He has worked with all the evils. He's worked with all. I think outside of Thanos, he has worked with all of the evils so far.
He is not a likable. He would
be a step up.
Yeah, he is not. He is not a likable character in terms of comics.
How is he still alive?
Sheer luck.
Plot. I was gonna say plot armor, but yeah, let's go sheer luck. Let's go sheer luck because everybody he's ever worked for has literally turned out that they want to take him out.
Yeah. No one. He shows up there like, here, this guy, this guy here. What is he doing here? That's why the John Walker in the movies or in the television show, you're just like, I don't like you because you think you're somebody that you're not.
Right. And this
you'll never be. They always throw that at Sam Wilson. Sam will sit up there and tell you, I'm not trying to be Steve.
Right.
I never said I would. I told you I can do what Steve does, just slower. That's all he said. He's like, he's just as formidable. He's just don't have a serum in his body. It's like he's just as formidable in everything that he does. John wants to be Steve.
Yeah, I thought he wanted to be better than Steve.
No, he wanted to think that because
with the same respect.
Well, yeah, he basically wanted Captain America's spot. He's like, I could do this. I've done the qualifications. It kind of goes back to what the doctor in the first Avengers said about the serum. He says, I didn't want a soldier. There are plenty of soldiers on this base. What I needed for this serum to work was just a good man. And he said, and that's what the whole thing about it was, where he's like, I could have had anybody, but I chose you because, the serum, as we all know, amplifies what you are. Good becomes great. Bad becomes evil. So fast forward to Falcon the Winter Soldier. Walker gets the hyped up version of Super Serum. And what does he do? Gets his ass whooped by 4 wonderful black women. And then turns around and decides to take his ass out on an innocent man.
That's why the differences between John Walker and Alexei are so different.
Yep.
Even though Alexei's a super soldier for Russia, he's still inherently a good man.
Yep.
And it shows, like despite the relationship between US and Russia, he's doing it to help his people. Steve does it to help people who can't help themselves, and that's how Alexei sees himself. He wants to help. So when he finally gets that shine, he wants it. It's not. He wants to be recognized, you know. And I think if they did have a shame room, which they talked about, but I think if they did have a shame room for him in the movie, his shame room would have been that moment of not being recognized anymore, not being respected anymore, being tossed aside, and you know, and dealing with that, and not being near his family.
But that's the crazy part. What happened in Black Widow? Because even in Black Widow, you see Alexei go back and was like, "You welcome me back into the program. I will be right at my side, and I will be greater than Captain America." And they turn around and say, "Nah, we just want your daughter.
Yeah,
we just really want your daughter back. You were just collateral damage." And you see him come to grips with that, and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, I can still, you know, there's redemption." It's like I did this for the wrong reasons, but now I'm doing this for the right reasons.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy part. But Walker's just a dick.
Yeah. And in that show, like in the movie, it showed like, dude, you were a person in the military. You had all these accolades, and that's great. But you wrestled with a lot of stuff. You didn't have that confidence level because you kept trying to meet that mark.
Yep.
Steve didn't care about none of that. Steve was just confident. He was just like, I don't like being bullied. I don't like seeing other people being bullied. I'm going to stop it.
But
John was like, I don't like seeing people being bullied, but we need to be strategic and we're going to do this, and this. Like, no, you see it in the movie. He still has that military mind, that mindset. And that's why Yelena is always cutting her eyes at him like, would you catch up? Like, please.
You never heard somebody in an accent go, read the room. It's like, please read the room. Do you
it's why I'm glad Bucky is there with Yelena, because you know he's kind of jumping ahead, and she was like, would you let this woman do her job? I like you, Bucky. Just be her support right now. Just be her support and be fine. But you kind of see the differences, and that's why I'm glad they didn't make Walker what he is in the comics.
Oh, they could.
Where he's like he's practically irredeemable in comics.
I don't think they want to go that route yet.
No,
I think they're waiting to see. They're waiting to see if this Thunderbolts works out yet. I think they might let him be him. Now they might have to water it down, otherwise it's going to go into R-rated territory. But,
yeah.
But yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I think they did it. I think he's close enough. With you say what?
I need them to grow up with the. If you're going to go dark, you have to grow up.
I mean, they were going dark. They had him going dark in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
they had him going dark there, and then they take his accolades from him, and he was right what he said to the council. Then y'all came to me.
I did nothing wrong.
He was like, I followed your rules. I did everything else, you know, and that was the problem. Steve doesn't follow orders. If it's wrong, it's wrong, flat out. You know, so him wrestling with that, I'm glad he's not the comics version, because then it's just like you don't have that irredeemable factor going on. Like the comics version, you can't redeem that guy.
No. I didn't think about Norman Osborn's Thunderbolts either. That also is a dark. That also is a dark story.
Yeah.
Norman Osborn got to
Norman Osborn had Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
This was after Civil War. So after Civil War, they basically were a covert ops team, and I think he had Venom, Bullseye, Green Goblin did pop out, but it's kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. Speedball and Songbird and Swordsman, if memory serves me right.
Yeah, I think it was right before he had his Dark Avengers.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a couple. Yeah, Osborn had a Thunderbolts run. I was gonna say there was a Thunderbolts army. There was kind of a short-lived run.
Yeah.
So there's Thunderbolts got quite the history.
It's pretty extensive when it comes to that team. But yeah, it's that entire run, the history of Thunderbolts is pretty. I think I'm gonna write an entire. I'm supposed to have that article done, but it's just such a long history.
Although everybody's asking, Spider-Man did have some run-ins with the Thunderbolts. I think.
Yeah.
I think Bama asked a question a long time ago. Did the U.S. agent run a Spider-Man? A few times. A few times. It was kind of like in passing. Like he kind of took a shield from him a few times.
Oh yeah. Pete's taking actual Cap shield several times. He's actually taken Cap shield and slammed it into a brick wall right next to him because he was. One of the few times Peter has been like pushed to the edge.
This is why I sit there and say, God help us if Spider-Man ever decides to go dark, because he would be he's already hard enough to beat, holding back. Do you really want to see him when he's dark side and no limits?
Share it out.
That man is a menace. You thought Carnage was terrible. You thought Carnage was destructive.
Yeah,
I don't want to run into it.
That's why when he had the Venom suit the first time, you were seeing glimpses of Pete going full dark.
Yep.
That wasn't the suit. That was Pete.
Yeah. let me guess, Kira. Does it involve fire?
Share, Kira, because I stopped reading.
Does it involve fire or explosions?
He helped the government dismantle Vision.
Yes.
There's a picture.
Yeah.
Hey, Tosh.
Baby! Tosh.
Hi.
See?
Hi, Tasha.
She is so.
Aren't you glad you went down this rabbit hole with us?
I didn't need this.
You asked.
You did.
I did.
You needed it.
I just asked for one thing. What was the worst thing he did?
I would. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I would like to. That part. That part. You know what?
Just one.
I wouldn't mind him being a part of that. That was involved with that process of catching Vision.
Yeah,
like they're like it's more connected than we thought. Like he was part of the outfit that he was leading the outfit that brought Vision in and da 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 da. Yeah,
but how they baited him. That was the messed up one. The messed up part was how they baited Vision. Did they tell you that part? Did they tell you that part in there, Kira? Okay, then don't look it up.
Yeah.
Just say what it is.
I was about to look it up.
For the better part of this podcast, it involved an individual and it was in a rather uncomfortable setting.
Bro, if you don't say it, because that's not.
We got time.
My daughter going to sleep.
He captured Scarlet Witch and pretty much tortured her to the point of death.
Oh.
But but it was way more graphic than I explained it. I still softballed it.
Okay. Say less now.
But it's Wanda, so
consent was not involved. I'm going to.
There you go.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the thing why the majority of the original Avengers are just like, to hell with you, John Walker. We don't like you. Civil War was his time to shine. Like when they said government sanctioned heroes, he was front line. He was front and center. Gave him a team and everything. So he was all for it. He was all. He is not the guy in comics. He is not the guy you want backing you.
I need them to stop Disneyfying these type of characters, because they're doing they're making this bad. They're making they're putting themselves in a box, because now he's on the good guys team, right? How far can he fall?
Yeah.
How far can he fall? What are you going to do to get him kicked off the team?
If you break down the Thunderbolts team that we have, or AKA New Avengers, spoiler alert.
Which still, I'm not.
It's a weird fit. It's a weird fit. I get it. It's a weird fit, but I'm like, all right, we'll run with it. Because meanwhile, our girl is out there creating her own team. Sam's trying to put his own team together. I get it. So, that team that we have right now, out of everybody that's on that squad, he's really the only one that you're just like, you got an ego problem.
Mm-hmm.
Bob is just in a very depressive state, and we have to keep him from said depressive state when he gets in a mode. You are a problem. When Bob goes into depression, nobody dies when Bob is in a depressive state.
Right.
Nobody actually dies. They suffer. They don't die. Like,
I mean, you're trapped in the void, but yeah, you're not dead. You're just reliving your trauma over again.
John, you getting your depressive state. You ignored your child.
Mm-hmm. Baby just sitting there screaming her head off.
And you stuck in a phone. Like, dude, that's not a good look for you. Like, you're dealing with PTSD, I know, but you're also dealing with your ego being smashed.
Mm-hmm.
And you are coming off as that heterosexual white male who can't handle the truth.
I was just about to say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is.
The crash out. It's the crash. He's crashing out for real.
How you have superpowers and you still a mediocre ass white man? I don't understand.
Hello.
I don't understand.
Even Bob seen through that. Like, he was just like, even you want to go back there? You really want to go back? I can take you there. So I don't know. Is John Walker in comics is a horrible human being,
a menace. But he also justifies. The crazy part is the one thing I would say what's interesting about his character. He tries to justify everything he's done.
Mm-hmm.
He will sit there and say, like, even with the Vision dismantling, it's like, look, Vision is a weapon that can be used against us by Ultron at all times. Better that he be, and literally, this was a line they said, better for him to be disassembled and sitting on the shelf than to be Ultron's puppet. I choose to put him on the shelf, as he's literally putting parts of Vision.
And it's one of the things where you're just like, he's kind of not wrong, but he's too blunt. When you need a sniper and he's the cannonball, that's the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's the crazy part. But yeah.
And the only reason why the government is after Frank is because Frank is like, I'm not listening to y'all.
Didn't he take
y'all want me to go after dignitaries, and meanwhile there's a rapist or a child murderer on the streets. I need to take them off the street.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
U.S. agent.
Damn.
So it's like that's just what it needs to be. So
yep.
But that's just part of the history of the Thunderbolts. I think I will do like a write-up on some of these characters, at least from the original. I may just do the original team.
Yeah, because Citizen V / Baron Zemo is an interesting character himself.
Yeah. That's the best one to do, because every version of Thunderbolts after that has just kind of like, it's become like it's Marvel's version of Answer for Suicide Squad, for DC Suicide Squad. So it was like, let's just do the originals, because it was the twist nobody seen coming. After that, it was like, this is an anti-hero. This is a villain that's trying to go straight. This is,
Outside of Hawkeye and Luke Cage's Thunderbolts, everybody else was just being justified. Oh, we're going to be covert. Oh, we're just a kill squad. Or for Red Hulks. No red tape. No.
You had Red Hulk, Deadpool, and Elektra on the same team. I'm like, I don't know what. That was a kill squad. I was like, you're just like, how you can have it done with a lot of collateral damage. You can have it messy, or you can have it clean. Which one do you want?
I mean, that's always, like I said, you can get it quick, you can get it clean, or you can get it done with a smile. Pick two.
Yeah. So we're clearing out of here. We'll start with our second in command, our favorite weaponsmith. My favorite weaponsmith.
Hello.
Talk to the people.
Hi. You can find me on the YouTubes and the Twitches with my podcast called Roomful of Blerds, along with Navy Montel. We talk about independent comics. We read them to you and voice act them to you from time to time, and try to promote them so that people can expand their repertoire of comic book ingestion. I like big words. Yeah. Also, I stream on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. I do video games streaming. So this week will be my continuation of my journey through Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Join in with me as I cuss out things. Did somebody hurt themselves?
Somebody got hit.
That was me. Sorry.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I don't know if that hurt.
It wasn't me. My hands are here. Come with me as I curse out people and talk about other things as I go through my journey, either my life or somebody brings up a question or we get into other side conversations during it. And I find pieces of candy throughout the video games, which is kind of the best part. Piece of candy.
All right. Our griddle horror geek by heart, Laney, talk to the people.
Sorry, Kira, that was me.
What did you
I was like, are you okay?
I moved my foot and my heel hit the back of the chair, and it was like hard.
Oh.
Yeah. It was
Okay,
weird.
as long as you're all right.
Yeah. Hello everyone. I am Lainey from Keep By Heart. Me and my husband run Keep By Heart. You can find us at Keep By Heart on YouTube, Twitch, and IG and TikTok. I stream on Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays at 7:30, and Sundays at 5. I'm gonna start this Sunday, Little Nightmares. Decided that for my last playthrough because I finished South of Midnight and it was awesome, except that last one, which y'all were not joking. I need that last one.
Yeah.
That was cool. And I'm glad that y'all saying yeah, because that means I'm not alone. But anyway, so yeah, we do trailer reviews, we do movie reviews. We have our last one was Is Thunderbolts that is on the channel now, and yeah, our next one will be Final Destination.
Is that this weekend? When does that come out?
It's next weekend.
Next weekend. Okay.
After that is Mission Impossible.
Oh man, my pockets.
I'm not a paid person for AMC thing, but get it. It is so worth it. I'm telling you.
I will wait for your Final Destination. I can't put myself through that again. I just now got to the point to where it's in the recess in the back of my head. I'm not about to relive all that again. I'm good.
I actually might start watching.
I will say this. This is how these bastards at their marketing are literally out in a truck, a log truck.
Oh fuck nah.
That has Final Destination bloodlines wrapped around. I'm like, you are awakening trauma. Stop it.
This is why truckers with logs are going. So that's why people avoid us. Yes. We see what happens.
Nah, that's not even cool. For real.
And an accident actually happened like earlier this week. I don't know where it was at, but an accident actually happened that somebody's log went through their window. It didn't cause the damage like you've seen in the movie, but it went through the window
and they survived.
And the first thing I said was, "See, that is that."
Nah, bro, nah.
All the more reason. That's why we sit there and say, that logging thing
What's up,
can
Mark?
actually happen.
You can actually hear Mark Cooper in a stop motion. It's on his page. He has a stop motion. He's playing the voice of Lando.
Nice.
Nice. Think of it. It's almost like Robot Chicken. It's stop motion like Robot Chicken. It's actually pretty cool. So go check his page out. He's got it on his page. Spartan, tell the people where they can find you at.
Yeah, Blacks_Spartan615 on the socials. Shows are still going on. We just covered a lot of stuff, especially yesterday on How the Fact Got Here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Also, myself, Tafari, and Joe usually cover everything in the world of video games, especially with that GTA 6 trailer that everybody can't stop talking about. On GetBit every Friday at 8:30-ish. I myself am doing some streaming as well. Currently playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33 on Xbox. Trying to get it down to a day. It's usually if I can get the kids to sleep and I can, stream for a couple hours. I usually try to be a little bit better about that. Also going in back and playing The Last of Us Part 2 because there is a lot of stuff I forgot about that is now just coming back to me just to go along with the show as for research purposes. At the same time, guys, please check out the blerdseyeview.org site. We're all contributors to it. At the same time, don't doom scroll. there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. We got a new pope. He's American. I was kind of hoping for a black pope, but what ifs. But don't doom scroll. Protect your peace. Do something that makes you laugh. If you can check on your people, call or text, that'd be great. At the same time, you got the ability to make somebody laugh or smile. Do so. The world can use more of that. Con rules still apply. Respect the cosplayer at all times. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. It's not that hard. Wash your ass. I cannot stress this enough because viruses and everything else out there in the world is going on. Clean clothes. Bathe yourself. Please don't put on Musk or Jupe or Old Spice or Stetson or Brute or Curve or you know what I'm getting at. Just clean yourself. At the same time, guys, in a world that's cold, that's cruel, be nice, be kind, talk and share your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and we'll all be cool.
Right. And we are 2 episodes away from our season finale of season 15. So we thank everybody who's joined us along for the ride up until this point. But you'll still see plenty of us, whether it's at a convention or some pop-up shows that we're going to be doing. But you can catch us live Tuesdays and Thursdays, clips, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays live at 8 p.m. Eastern, YouTube and Twitch. You can check out the replays. You can go to APR TV on your Roku devices or Amazon Fire devices. Shout out to Trey Lawson. For that, you can still sign up at Blerds Station and get us going and get it launched because that looks like it's going to be happening pretty soon. And if you want us to do a live stream from your convention, be sure to hit us up through Blerds Station. But until then, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. We're going to leave you with the new track by Crazy 8 the Great, our very own, and Thrizzy with this new track. Come check them out. Leave your reports and your reviews on the page. We'll see you guys soon.
Don't look at me like that. It's really turning me on.
No physician, but it's like an exam. When I get shown cheeks, I'm on the hunt. You coming up short? Just be gone, freaks. That kitty be like pirated music. Listen, it's gon' leak. I hear it, it's my favorite song. The way she moans, she be gone, she moisten towels, she loca. His tongue do tricks, he's a magician. The way he soak her, he stroke her like a guitar. She screams an octave that starts to rise. She fucked me like she out for revenge. She got the scarlet eyes, drunk off her juices. Your boy is an alcoholic, mercenary and missionary. I'm killing her with the Zodic. I try to call it a kink, some shit she ain't used to. She like to be tied up now, cause I'm the chain user. You only live once, so why you screaming YOLO? Just know I know every skill in the book. Please call me Crollo. Baby, oh no, I promise that you gon' keep smiling. You see a nigga like me, rarer than Greed Island.
Ooh, I'm about to lay that in on you. I can't wait to see you next. Ooh, hunting for your body. Or we're getting naughty. You're my York new shawty. Ooh, hunting for your body. Ooh, hunting for your body. Ooh, hunting for your body. Or we're getting naughty. That's my York new shawty.
Now shorty know I'm different when I'm finna make a pass. I can tell by how she twistin', she envision me in there. In the aura I'm emitting, got her drippin' here to splash. Now she moaning with sweet whispers as I'm gripping on the ass. Then I'm digging in her nash. Want me to plug her any day. No instant loving, no not my taste. Sorry I got too many bays. She said it's no biggie, it's okay. You still my diggy, let's be great. My eyes on that kitty, eating like Mitchie. We getting busy, it's a day. She high off that Zaza. To the Lord, I gotta thank it. No, she love it when I get it. Fingers popping like I'm Franklin. Girl, relax, don't you be anxious. Let's not ruin the blunt. She heard this black voice and then she said, I'll do what you want. She showing off her tats, cause she love just how I act. Told me conjure up some toys, got some stuff she wanna play. We keep going, know it's late. I made her water, made her wet. She said I got that type of sex, even Shizuku can't forget.
Ooh, I'm about to lay that in on you. I can't wait to see you next. Hunter hunting for your body. Oh, we're getting naughty. You're my York new shawty. Hunter hunting for your body. Hunter hunting for your body. Hunter hunting for your body. Oh, we're getting naughty. That's my York new shawty.